Alrighty, hocus pocus. This is the last quiz for this unit, which means that really we have this quiz. We have kind of the fun, quick lesson at the end of the unit, and then we're gonna have our pre-test because your test is going to be next Monday. Over our graphs, over measurement, and over time. All those things that are up on our board are going to be on this pre-test and final test. So we're going to start with this quiz today, and I want to go over how you're going to be graded. So numero uno. Number one provides you with some data and a graph, and you are going to complete your bar graph. Who remembers things that I'm looking for when you make your bars? I'm hearing a lot of extra noises, so make sure you adjust. Emerson.
Straight lines and neat handwriting.
Good, so nice and neat. Remember, my best tip to you is that when you're filling this in, like if I want third grade has 40 students, so when I get to third grade, I'm going to go straight above it and make my cap at 41st, and then I connect down so that it's nice and neat and right above it.
Did we get to write designs?
Quick tip, one of these ends in a 5 and none of my numbers do, so if you're thinking about that, where would that fall, River?
It would fall in between where it is, so if it's in between the 25, it's 25 and it goes halfway, so it's till 30.
Good, so 25 would be in between 20 and 30. Very good. Yes, Skylar, you can totally fill them in. So you can do stripes, you can do polka dots, you can do squiggles, you can shade it in, but your bars just need to be completed. Questions on number one? You got questions about that one?
Yeah.
Yes?
Do you have a color? Do you have to shade the bars in?
Nope.
Okay.
Keegan? What's that?
When will the pre-chat next Monday? Next Monday.
Thursday. Numero dos. This one has another table of data about students with perfect attendance. It tells you which year they're talking about and how many students have perfect attendance that year. They want you to create a line plot. What do they want you to create?
A line plot.
That means if there are 3 students in 2010 that have perfect attendance, then I would go to 2010 and put how many plots?
3.
1,
Same size.
2, 3. Say that again, Skylar.
Same size and straight.
Very good. They should be the same size and nice and neat.
Can you make some bigger and some smaller?
Should we make some dots bigger and some dots smaller? No. In a line plot, they must be the same size, because if I've got big dots that are 3 and then I do tiny dots for my 5, it's going to look like they're the same amount. And the whole point of these visual graphs and representations is that you can just look at it in a quick glance and find some information quickly. So they got to be the same size and nice and neat. Macy? Oh, that's okay. Just be pretty close. Numero tres. This one is going to be worth the most. Okay? So it says Monique, Fatima, Aiden, and George are dolphins. Monique is 85 inches long. Fatima is 98 inches long. Aiden is 83 inches long. And George is 100 inches long. They gave you all the information. This time you're going to organize that information into a table. So, who could think you do need to be in your pockets so people can see all the way in your pockets? What would be a smart title for this graph? What are we talking about in all this information, Ellie? Yeah, dolphins works for me. Now there were 2 pieces of information that we learned about each dolphin. We learned their
Size.
Okay, and for this one I would say length in, what are they measuring in?
Inches.
So I would put that there because if you don't put it in the heading up here, you have to put inches after each measurement, right? If you put it up here, then you only have to write the number below. What else do we know about each dolphin? We know how long they are, but we also know their
Names.
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 Now, here's the deal. You are given 4 dolphins. Their names are kind of funky. Monique, Fatima, Aiden, and George. Even though their names are funky, do I expect you to spell them correctly? Yeah, because they're right up here, and there's only 4 of them.
George is not a fun.
The other thing, friends, please be careful. Really go through one at a time. Monique is 85 inches long. Make sure that you put 85 with Monique. So like you would write Monique 85. I don't have to write inches because I put it up here.
Can you?
If you just put length, then you need to put inches for each of these. Capiche? The reason I'm asking you to go slowly for that is because if you go fast, you might put 85 is Fatima. But it's not, right? Fatima is 98 inches long. So take your time. Don't make silly mistakes on this one because it's a pretty simple one, but easy to make silly mistakes on, right?
Yeah.
Last problem. This problem's 3rd grade.
Wait, what?
I have had so many friends rush on this quiz and miss this problem, and it is the easiest one. So would you please, let me zoom in a little bit more, and I'll have you read it with me, okay? The animals Gary saw while hiking are shown in the line plot below.
How many toes did he see? Oh, no.
Pretty simple, right?
6 toes.
Please make sure you don't just say a
6
number.
toes.
You would give me a number and a label. Be smart. The other thing is on the fluency check side, our first fluency check was multiplication.
Yeah.
Our second fluency check was division. This one has both. So make sure that you look at them carefully because if it's a division problem, like let's say 20 divided by 4, you're asking yourself, how many groups of the small number does it take to get to the big number?
Say, what is 4 times in
4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. And you get it. Oh, I went too far actually. We would stop at 20. If you're doing multiplications, like 3 times 5, then you count by the second number this many times, right? Remember, if you're a friend, I have 2 of you that I have talked to that you must list your count bys for each problem so that you slow down and take your time on your fluency checks. Otherwise, just double check. It's every other problem. Division, multiplication, division, multiplication, division, multiplication. So take your time. For some people's brains, they like to go through and do their multiplications first and then go back and do their divisions next. That's okay. Just make sure that you don't skip any problems. Capiche? Questions about your quiz before I pass it out? Rylan?
That we get every one wrong. Because I was actually worried about the first one.
You did not get everyone wrong. You did great. So if you get them all wrong, I'll just grade it and get it back to you, and you can make some fixes. However, if everybody gets all of them right, 15 minute extra recess, right? Is that what you were going to ask, Braylon? We didn't. Not quite. We haven't gotten one yet. Riley? There are 15 fluency check problems every single time. Every single time, which is why if everybody gets all 15 right, you get 15 extra minutes. So, good luck. You will do your quiz. It will go in box 1.
Prodigy.
And then you may play Math Prodigy. Okay?